Coming up next on AMC, Nicole Kidman, an American Cinematheque tribute.
La lune trop blême pose un diadème sur tes cheveux roux. La lune trop rousse de gloire éclabousse ton jupon plein de trous. La lune trop pâle caresse l'opale de tes yeux blasés. Princesse de la rue, sois la bienvenue dans mon cœur brisé. The stairways up to la butte can make the wretched sigh, while windmill wings of the moulin shelter you and
I believe you are expecting me.
Because we can! Yes, we can!
My life's an open book. You read? You're not anybody in America unless you're on TV.
Nicole Kidman, an American Cinematheque tribute, starring Lauren Bacall, Robert Benton, Adrian Brody, Stockard Channing, Russell Crowe, Stephen Daldry, Matt Dillon, Dame Edna Everage, Danny Houston, Allison Janney, Michael Keaton, Wayne Knight, Baz Luhrmann, George Miller, Anthony Minghella, Chris O'Donnell, Sidney Pollack, Natalie Portman, Meryl Streep, Naomi Watts, and Harvey Weinstein. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lauren Bacall.
Good evening. We're here to celebrate the career of an extraordinary young woman. Now, I happen to know that because I've worked with her in 2 movies now, in Birth and Dogville. They're very different movies, and Nicole plays very different characters in them. But that's always been her way. She has an insatiable appetite to explore new worlds and characters, and as tonight will show, her range is quite extraordinary. Nicole is now, as this evening attests, a powerful person in our industry. David Hare, who wrote The Hours screenplay and the stage play The Blue Room, believes Nicole is using her power for good in the industry. He said, and this is a quote, "An actress has power for only a limited number of years." And the good ones use their stardom to get worthwhile scripts made. The actresses, because they're women, can't afford to waste their brief time making dumb movies. Not so with the men. So, no dumb movies tonight. Let's start at the beginning of this illustrious career with someone who has been friends with Nicole since their teenage years together in Australia. After starring in David Lynch's Mulholland Drive, she is finally getting the attention she deserves. Please welcome Naomi Watts.
Nicole and I have been friends for almost 20 years. We were very young, toddlers, I think. Seriously, when we first met, I had already admired her work so much. She'd done quite a number of films. For example, Bush Christmas, Nightmaster, BMX Bandits. Yeah, and since then, her choices, well, they've really gone downhill. But no matter what, I'll always admire you, Nick. Seriously, Nicole, you've always blown me away with your commitment to your art. You are the most extraordinary actor. You continue to surprise all of us. With every performance, you get braver and braver, and your willingness to illuminate the human condition through your work has inspired all of us in this room tonight. You make audiences absorb and feel. You make actors watch, learn, and steal. And you've challenged those writers out there by your talent. You have directors dueling over you and producers crawling over broken glass screaming, "Say yes!" Admit it, Harvey. So now we're going to see some of her early work from Australia.
I'd just like to know what you'd say to my friend who's in a wheelchair now because he was an Australian who believes in obeying Australian law.
I would say that it's very difficult for any of us who didn't go through what you and your friend experienced over there to understand how you feel about everything. But probably what you went through also makes it very difficult for you to understand our feelings. We are not against our troops in any way. We want them safely back because we believe that it is a brutal war. That's not Australia's war, and it's not America's war either.
Well, we seem to have lost our friend from Matraville.
I'm sorry. It was my brother. I'm not reading you. Is that you, John? Are you hurt?
You told me you had no trouble.
What about the boat? It's sinking, isn't it? So that's it? No, you're not hurt, and no, the boat isn't sinking, is that right? Are you following? John, what should I do? I can't make him turn around, he just won't. Do you want me to stop the boat?